Hey guys, Johnny from Ignite here. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be looking at a video on text and human experiences and how to structure the essay section. But before I get into it, please do me a huge favor, press the subscribe button, like the video at the end if you enjoy it, but subscribe now and hit the bell so that you're notified whenever we have new content available for you. All right, so do that now and then let's get into the video. Okay, so when we're dealing with text and human experiences, we know that what you have to do, and this is part of the common module, an essay will be 20 marks for this particular module, and it will be based around your prescribed text. So just some context here, you're going to be studying a prescribed text. In the final HSC exam, and potentially in the trials, most likely in the trials, you will not be examined on a related text. It will be a deep dive into one text only. Now, you would have been required to study a related text, but you would have been assessed on that internally, so at school. And if you've already been assessed on that before trials, you only need to worry about the particular single prescribed text that your school is studying for text and human experiences. So that's the first kind of housekeeping point there. The second thing to note is that it's 20 marks. You'll be given 45 minutes in the final HSC exam to write this essay. So I think around, depending on how quickly you write, and I'll do another video on timing and things like that, but 800 to 1,000 words should be sufficient to really attack this. But given the breadth and just the vagueness of the rubric, if you like, it doesn't give you an area of study anymore through which to view the text. So there's no idea like discovery or belong in, where you have to actually mold your understanding of a text to particular ideas that are associated with those areas. Now you just look at the text and have to be aware of pretty much everything that could come from it. You have to know all the style, the context, all the potential themes that could come from it, and you have to be able to put it all together. Now that could be a daunting task for some. That could seem very daunting because it lacks that specificity. But first of all, if you prepare well for this, it will give you an edge over other students. It's not going to be as easy to just memorize an essay and go in. You have to know the text well. But having said that, I am addicted and obsessed with structure. I wouldn't say addicted, but I'm obsessed with structure when it comes to this. If we're looking at a structure for that essay module, for that paper, if we have 45 minutes to write it, I would recommend, if you're doing it on one text, to have 3 body paragraphs. I want to go straight into the structural implications of this module. You want 3 body paragraphs. The first body paragraph, I would focus on the conflict that's present within your text. Now up here you can see that the human experience is going to be X. X means it depends on what your text is. Let's say you're doing The Crucible or you're doing 1984 because they somewhat overlap here, and we're talking about oppression and power being taken away from the individual. And we're talking about the search for freedom, and that's the human experience. Well, you want to, once you have that human experience, in the first body paragraph, I would focus on all the evidence of the conflict. What is the problem? The problem with taking those 2 examples is that individuals are constrained within a society that is taking away their autonomy by telling them how to think and how to act and constantly monitoring them and making sure that if they step out of line that they're isolated from the community, in some cases that they're killed, that they are treated as a witch, so to speak, and we basically want to hone in on that conflict as part of that human experience. So I would explore that in the first body paragraph. In the second body paragraph, I would be looking at the struggle, because once you've got this conflict, once you've got this situation where a particular person, for example, is deprived of their autonomy, when they have no agency and independence, they're going to try and struggle out of it. That's what we do as humans. We have that inherent longing for freedom. We have inherent motivations that drive us, and that's part of the human experience as well. So we're going to try and struggle out of it, and it's going to be hard, and we need to talk about all the challenges that we're going to face in that struggle towards, for example, freedom. So you explore that in the second body paragraph. And then in the last body paragraph, body number 3, we're going to be looking at what the text presents as a potential resolution. What is a solution to the problem that we've established with this particular human experience? So in the case of The Crucible, it's a tragic resolution, but it is the resolution nonetheless, where we see the main character, the protagonist, John Proctor, have to sacrifice his life because he refuses to succumb, to conform, to acquiesce to the demands of society, to lie, to live a life without integrity. He refuses to do so at the very end and has to die to save his name, his integrity, his voice. So that's the resolution in that. I would explore that scene, that aspect of the text in the last body paragraph. This structure just makes sense from an essay point of view. What is an essay? We're trying to present a progressive, logical argument that takes us from the start to the finish. So I would map the ideas of a text in this way so that you basically take us from the start of the text, which is presumably dealing with the conflict, through the middle of the text, the struggle, to the end of the text, the resolution. And you'll see how these ideas are essentially mirrored in the progression of the text itself that you're studying. So the order of the text will actually give you a good indication of where to choose your evidence from when it comes to writing up these 3 body paragraphs. Okay, I hope that helps with the general structure that we prescribe anyway, or that I would recommend for the Text and Human Experiences module. If you've got any questions, please comment below this video. Otherwise, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, share. See you in the next one.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do like the content, subscribe to our channel and we'll have more videos coming your way.
That's right, guys. Thanks for watching. And please make sure you check out our online resource database. We've had a team of state rank achievers and heads of English put these together for you, covering everything from essay structures and examples all the way through to craft of writing and comprehension skills. So check them out at ignitehse.com.au, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.